Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Andy here about Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. What we're doing today is a little bit different. We're going to start off here by giving my work truck here a oil change. Oil looks pretty clean, but we're still going to give it a change anyway. You know, put a few miles on it. But what we're doing today is we're going to be seeing exactly how much the stars, as you can tell right above there where it says oil filter, you got 1, 2, 3 stars. We're going to see how much it actually increases the cost or the price of a vehicle to sell when we end up making the entire vehicle out of stars. You know what I mean? So we're going to go to the junkyard. We're going to put oil in this, and we're going to head to the junkyard. We're going to find ourselves a vehicle. We're going to build it twice. We're going to build it fully with all the parts, all the good stuff, all that fun stuff. And then we're going to take the vehicle back apart. And then we are going to see, after we add the stars to it, let's check the oil level here. I think we got enough in there. Perfect. All right. Let's close this down. And we're going to see exactly how much it increases the value of the vehicle. So, stick around and I'll see y'all at the junkyard. Alrighty, here we are at the junkyard. We're going to just latch this back up again so no unwanted visitors come in here. Ooh, what is this? Wouldn't you know it? We got ourselves a 2017 Pagani Hira Tempesta, 67,000 miles. And they want $2 grand more than what it's worth, so it's going to stay there. We're going to keep on cruising on, you know. Scoping out the area, see what's here, what isn't here. Ooh, what's this? A Mercedes. Mercedes-Benz W126 560 SEC. It's got 122,000 miles, a V8. And then they want $1,000 more, so we're getting closer into the ballpark figure. Not seeing anything over there. Ooh. This might be right up our alley here. We got ourselves a 96 Bolt Hornet or 4th gen Camaro. 124,000 miles. Comes with a V8 dual cam AXK motor. And alright, now we're talking. You know, now they only want 7,000 for this one. So, we know that one's there. Let's just continue on searching the rest of the junkyard. Let's see if we can't find something else in here. And if we can't, we're going to go back to the Camaro. Let's see, anything down over in this area? No. Anything else over here? Nope. Oh, we got a few things over here. Alright, we got ourselves... What's this? 69 Salem Spectre Fastback, aka Ford Mustang. Comes with a 305 or a 350. Small block Chevy. 305 horsepower. Ooh, they want $700 more than what it's worth. Ooh. Nissan GTR R35. 125,000 miles. Okay. Maybe we'll buy this one. You know what? I think we will. You know what? Let's buy both of them. Why not, right? You only live once. And the other one was down over here. I was like, is it just sitting there in midair? Alright, so we're going to purchase this one. We're going to drop that one off the garage too. And now we're going to head back to the garage and check out our purchases. So, I'll see y'all when we get back there. Alrighty, here we are at the shop. We've already taken the liberty of starting to order some parts for this thing. And yeah, once they get here, I shall turn the camera back on. So, stick around everybody. Alrighty, well, our parts haven't shown up yet. I ordered them all a little while ago. So, I figured while we're waiting, why don't we strip this thing down, get her looking all nice and spiffy spaffy, And yeah, we can go from there. So, what do you say we jump on into it, huh? Start by taking the wheel off here.
I hope my pot show up soon. It'll be very, very nice today. You know what I mean? Alright, get this all done. And get ready for the new pots to join in. I guess we should take out the other stuff first, right? That could be kind of helpful. Ah, rusty boots. Perfection. Do the other drive shaft. Perfecto. Get rid of the rear muffler, exhaust peep. Jump over to the other wheel. There we go. Get this drive axle out of the way, get the wheel bearing gone. The wheel hub, have a couple bolts here we're going to have to spray. Alright, wheel hub 3. Lower forward facing arm, beautiful. They shook. Front forward arm, lower. The rear shock absorber cap. A spring cap. Rear suspension arm A. Medium bushing. 3 bar length for the rear, beautiful. Upper suspension arm, rear, that is. Pop this out of here, let's get this gone. Alright, now we're going to take this, oh, forgot a bushing, man! Alright, now we're going to get this out. Now this. Slide our way up here to the front. And repeat the same process. So disassembling. What the heck did they try to tell me that? Hey, what are you doing there, buddy? There we go. All-wheel drive cars, gotta love them. There we go. Oh, the tie rope. Let's do. You in my way. In the tie rope. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. Know what I mean? You too. Bye-bye. Alright, there we go. We'll take this out. And then we'll take this out. No, that's gotta wait. Okay. Slide on over here to the passenger side. Spray the same bolt that we had to spray on the other side as well. You know? That's right. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's pop this off. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Upper control arm. The front shock absorber. There we go. Bust that free and take it out. There we go. Take this out. Pop that out. Get rid of this. Lower control arm. You gotta go. Knuckle housing C. Transfer case. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's drop this down. Get rid of the motor. Come on in here. Jumpy.
Alright, now we're going to take out this. We got this thing basically almost all stripped down. We got to take out the bumper, rear window, the front bumper. Alright. I think we're in pretty darn good shape, I might have to say. And we just got to wait on our parts here, and I think, I did think I got a message. Let's go see if we got some here. Holy crap, look at them all. Whew. Holy smokes, look at all these, wait, hold on. There we go. Look at all these parts. They just arrived. So, alright, I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go put them all on the car. And, well, maybe we're going to build the motor first. Move this on over to car lift bay, where this is. Alright, we're going to go do that. We're going to run on over here. And we're going to build our motor. Alright, where is it? Let's see here. This one right here. Alright, let's get to work, shall we?
Build the motor in the car. Slide the pistol rings in. And let's put this on. Clutch plate. Pressure plate. Clutch release bearing. Spin this around. Oh, we got all pieces for this. Okay. Oh yeah, twin curb ski. There we go. What? Huh. What do you know? We do have it. Who'd have ever thunk? It's the way we roll. Cylinder head, eh? Here we go. There we go. Put that in. I'm not going to put the intake manifold B on just yet. There we go. Perfecto. Awesome. Looking good, looking good. Know what I mean, know what I mean. Forgot something. There we go, got coils in. Intake manifold, here you go. Put that on. Put this on. The alternator. Timing chain. Timing chain should be for the V6 VQ37 VHR. Now the oil tank can go on next after putting 1700 volts. Put that on. Put this one on. Now we're going to do the idler roller. Idler roller A. Another idler roller A. Idler roller A again. Perfect. Point shaft, pulley. Sometimes belt A, V6 VQ37 VHR. Belt tension nut, I do not have. Of course not, why would I have that? Your rails. Cover. Throttle.
Right, and here we are. The motor is built for the car. Now we're going to come back over here. We're going to put this back away. And then, yeah, we are time-lapsing the video just so I can get it all into the 1 hour time slot that I have. Hopefully there's enough time here, or I might have to split this up into 2 videos. So, all right, well, what do you say? We slap all the parts back under this thing, and we're going to speed race our way through this and get it done, because we still got to rip this car all back apart again. I mean, strip the motor down, strip everything back down, which I might do off camera, and then come back on when I get all the parts and everything done, and then we can finally install it for the second time, for the last time, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get started on installing these pieces here, and yeah, I'll chit chat with you guys when we're done.
There it is. There it is, right there, man. Huh? What? Something's a little sus with that one. Yeah, there we go. Data bushing is going in. Huh, I didn't have any. Center upper arm, here you go. Lower arm, here you go. They shock. You're next. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. We're making progress. Hey, the bushing, they get to go in. Swiba. Steer knuckle B. Hooper control arm. Got a few of these bottles, so holy crap. Hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing, man? There we go. There's a lot of stuff I put under this motor, or under the hood. Keep the covers on, man. Keep the covers on. There we go.
That would be everything. Now, I wasn't going to put fluid in it, but it would only be fair that I go ahead and put fluid in it, get it running, and then that way, you know, I didn't want to put fluid in because I got to drain it all back out again. But I figured since we're going to be doing that off camera, it doesn't really matter, right? So. And if I spill a drop on the floor, well then I spill a drop on the floor, you know what I mean? It's not a real big deal. Now you all want to see something funny? Watch this. You gotta take the cover off. Sad, huh? You put a filter in like you do with everything else, but you gotta pull the cover off to get the oil filter. Or oil fill. It's kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Alright, power steering fluid, you are next. And then we got brake fluid. Body panels. Look at that, right on the money. Dang, I'm getting good at this. Alright. Now, speaking of body panels, let's go ahead and put some on, shall we? I don't know about painting it though. That's something completely different. You know what I mean? Alright, but before we put the doors and such on, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the interior in. Oh no, we got a steering wheel. Ah, not a steering wheel. Let's get rid of that. 26%, not bad. Excuse me. Alright, now let's go back to putting body panels on. Kind of do like that blue though. That's for show. Nice looking blue. Actually, that's one of my favorite colors for this car. But sometimes it doesn't always work out like that. You know? Plus, we got to get plates for it too. Crap. What's the body at right now? What am I missing? Battery? Engine cover. I knew that. What year is this? 2008. Okay. Oh, 8 G T R. Doing it sweet and simple. We need 2 of them, one for the front, one for the rear. Oop. There we go. Everything should be at 100% now. Perfection. Okay, so paint's gonna add $1,000 to it, no matter what, because you cannot put the 3 stars onto the body. Now we've done the motor. Everything's at 100%. It is currently worth $216,153. That's $2,016,153. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rip the whole car apart, and then we're going to go 3-star everything. And then once I 3-star everything, we're going to put the whole car back together, fire it up, dyno it, which actually, maybe we'll actually go dyno it right now. You know what I mean? We'll tune it right up, nice. It doesn't really increase the power or nothing, but what the hey? And by the way, what do you say? I just may. Alright, let's see here. 1.5. I like that number. Sometimes makes things a little simpler for me. 4. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, wait, there we go. No. Yep. Wait. Good enough. Alright, what's this thing powering out at right now? Because this is another theory I want to have too, if it increases the power or whatnot. So, let's get going on the test. Alright, so the current number is 1047 horsepower. And the current torque is 839, which is an increase of 98% or 517 horsepower and 94% and 406 pound-feet of torque. So, what we're going to do now is take this, and drag rating is 688. It may change, it may not. A688. Yes, I'm keeping track of all this. So what I think we're going to do is now I'm going to rip this car apart, bring you guys over there to the star making happen thing, and I'm going to start doing that. And then when I'm done with that, we're going to start putting the car back together. And when the car is back together, we're going to rerun these tests again. So stick around, and I'll see y'all when we get to the star make it happening. Last and final piece, and we got the entire car completely stripped, tires separated, everything like that. But like I said, you can't 3-star any of the body panels. However, I believe I can do the seats. So let's remove all this stuff out of the interior. Now I don't know if I can do license plates or not, but then we'll try it, right? I mean, this car is completely stripped right down to nothing. So let's quickly run over here, and you do it all in this little shed right here. You click on here, and you can see that it increases the value. For instance, the ABS module, the value is 350. Each star bumps it up just a little bit. I don't see exactly what it was worth, but before we jump into this, what I do want to see is if we were to sell the engine, it's worth $1,450. Okay, so if once we bump it up, I gotta get to it here. All right here. Okay, now if we were to go ahead and try to sell it again, what would it be worth? Okay, so it bumped it up 90 bucks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go through this all, and we're going to get this all done, and then I'm going to start putting the car back together. So stick around and wait for the end result. Boys, we're basically finished. Just going to put these last few pieces on here, and as far as I know, everything's at 100%. So let's go ahead. We'll bring this, set that back to where it goes. Let's lower this back down. Put her on all 4 again. Now everything is done. Everything is 3-star. The brake master cylinder, the fuse box, the air filter intakes, the inner and outer tie rods, wheel bearings, everything is 3-star. I was able to do the interior 3-star, but I was not able to do license plates. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? So let's move this over to the dyno. Now make sure we dotted our I's and crossed our T's here. Now we're going to give the suspension just a quick little once over, make sure we got all the bushings in. Because if we don't, we're not going to be able to run it on the dyno. They're all in. That one's in, beautiful. Alright, so make sure all of our numbers are still the same over here, 12%. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Before we did all the 3-star stuff, the car was worth $216,153. It was an A class at 688 as the drag rating. Now, you can't really tell, and it had 1,047 horsepower, 839 pound-feet of torque. Now, you can't really tell that it's all starred out because, well, it doesn't tell you. But what's the total of it now? $234,428. So, $234,428. Now, a little bit of calculations here. See how much we've actually increased it by here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 8 minus 216 153. So we've increased the value of the car by $18,275. Now I don't know how much those parts would have actually cost to do that, so we may not have increased the value at all. You know, we may have actually lost money on it. I'm going to have to do another breakdown video of exactly how much each piece costs, how to break it down, and all that other fun stuff. If that's what you guys would be interested in, let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's run it on the dyno. Remember, the factory power was 530 horsepower. We bumped it up to 1,047. And the factory torque number was 433 pound-feet, and we bumped it up to 839. Let's see if we've actually increased it any more since we made everything 3-star. We should have, by theory. Alright, so the new numbers now is 1,202 horsepower, which is an increase of 672 horsepower, or 127%, a little bit higher. And our torque number is now 961 pound-feet, which is an increase of 528 pound-feet, or 122%. And that would mean that we have gained, let's see, we gained 155 horsepower, and we gained 839, 122 pound-feet of torque. So, is it really worth it? I mean, if you're a hardcore racer, sure. I mean, you're gonna be, you know, gaining a little bit of power, you know, and when you're racing, every little bit helps, right? But for just to do it, I don't know. I really do not know if it is actually worth it or not. You know what I mean? So that's entirely up to you guys if you guys ever want to do that or whatnot. But if you guys want to see a little bit more in-depth detail on how to get the stars, or how to get the, normally it would have that blue up there, how to get those. Now there's a couple different ways you can get them. You can get them through the crates, you can get them through salvaging parts. I don't know if I can actually do it because I am in sandbox mode just so I would make sure I had enough. No, I can't do it. It won't let me. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments, and we will do a video on it. I'll go a little bit more in depth on how to go about doing it if you guys are interested in seeing that. But if not, whatever, it's up to you guys. But I do ask, if you've enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that hype button. Then lets YouTube know that people are interested and everybody wants to see it, you know what I mean? So again, thank you all very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye for now, everyone.